Yeah, from letters, from alphabets to the paragraph writing. This is grammar, right? Like, what is grammar? If I ask you people, what is meant by grammar? Yes, anyone? What is called grammar? What is mean by grammar? Yes, anyone? Hmm. Yes, yes, guys. Faizan, what is grammar? One grammar is with A, the other is with E. Yes, the one which we are studying. What is mean by that? You are going to learn grammar. Like if you are going to learn IELTS.
Grammar,
Yes, yes,
sorry,
please.
grammar means the whole system and the language of structure. So it's called
Good, good,
grammar.
good, good. That is conceptual definition. Very good, right? Like in which we study. Um, Yes, in which we study about the yeah, you can say the rules and regulation of language, like in speaking and in writing, right? Like how we convey, we are supposed to convey our message, the communication for the communication purpose, right? That is written with A, but the other one, that is if you write with E, so that grammar is not fine for this one. This mean this is the name of institute and also a person name in America, USA, right? So the AER with ER, yeah. Now, as far as the rules and regulations are concerned, those are started with alphabets. From alphabets, if we discuss that alphabets have two categories. One is called articles, the other is called sorry, and the articles. The one is called consonants, the other is called vowels. Now, like 26 out of 26, 5 vowels. Why this distribution is done so far? What is the reason? Yes, anyone? Hmm. What is the reason of this distribution? Yes, anyone? Yes, Sajid, Jamil, Tair, Faizan. What is the reason of this distribution?
Sir, I'm not hearing you properly. I think it's some network problem is from the
Um,
my side.
s- um, s-
Hello.
voice is not audible clearly to you.
I think it's the problem is from the my side. You just confirm with the other people.
Your voice is your voice is fine. There is no breaking in that. Yeah, a little bit background sound, but that is fine. Maybe because
I'm
of,
not hearing you properly because it's a breaking voice.
oh, is the screen visible to you?
Voice. No, screen is okay, but the problem in the voice. That's
Okay,
problem.
okay, okay.
Let me
Yes. All right, all right. Faizan, is the voice clear to you?
check.
Yes, sir, clear.
Okay. And Tyre, is the voice audible to you?
Yes, sir. Your voice is audible. Maybe there is some distortion from uh, this,
Mine is
this
clear for you from my
side.
side.
Okay. Okay. Yes. All right. So articles are divided into two categories, and those two categories are in front of you. Yeah. When you speak, then you can unmute, and after speaking, you can mute yourself again because then there will be a background sound, which create distraction. All right. Now, articles in consonants and vowel. What is the purpose of distributing it in vowels and consonants? Yes, anyone? That is very easy. Do you know anything about articles? What are articles? Yes. What are articles? Yes.
Sir, article is the paragraph
No, 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 no.
which have some sentences.
You took it the article of, yeah, that is also right. At here in the grammar, what is article or what are articles in the grammar? Yes, anyone? What do you think about A and D? What are these? What we call these?
Yes, sir. These are sorry, I forget it. These are the
Yeah,
articles.
these are the articles, right? Now, articles are three, and what is the role of articles? Okay, coming to that, but the letters, these are we are starting from the base, from the letters, alphabets A to Z. Why they are distributed in two categories? The reason is that where to use what kind of articles, whether to use a, an, or the before the words that start with the consonant sound would be like we were supposed to use a if that is singular and consonant as well, and the words that sound vowel, like now if the example if I give you now, yeah, and the words that start with the plural and that is specific one, we use the with that. But here you have some words those start with the vowel letters, but we do not use the n, rather we use something else like honest. What to use before honest? Yes, anyone? Yes. uh, honest man or an honest?
And honest.
Exactly.
And honest. He's
Exactly.
an honest
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. And this is an honor for me, an honor. And this is an R. Okay, this word is pronounced by some students wrong. Har, this is wrong. Har, this is also wrong. H is silent. R, R. This must be pronounced R, A R, R, R. R. How many R classes we are going to take? R, right? R. And this is honor, H. Now, because of the pronunciation, an R is enough. An R means one R, right? Now, those words which start with the sound, like it here, H is consonant, but we are referring the sound. Because of the sound, in English there are 44 sounds, 44. The alphabets are 26, but the sound, those which are producing by the alphabets are 44. And those 44 sounds are representing whether we are going to be followed by the N or A or the, like an honest. But this is a European, not an European. If you are talking like this person is European or this material is European, you are supposed to say a European, not an European, not an European, right? Because this E is vowel, but uh, the you can call it YEU, the sound. Is it clear? Is
Yes,
it
sir.
clear? Okay, okay. Yes. Next is LLB. What do you think? What to use for LLB? An LLB or ALLB? Yes. An LLB or ALLB? If we say he is blank LLB, he is an LLB or ALLB? Yes.
Sir, he's an LLB.
He is an LLB. He is an LLB. Okay. Why?
Sir, I don't know what is the reason behind them, but I listen lots of time.
Okay. Okay. Yes. Here we have an LLB because the sound L is like AE, L. That's why there is a kind of rare case, or you can say exceptional, where we use an A instead of like a word used to be used so far, like an honor and honest, right? Like this. Okay, so this is actually based on the sound system, and that's why the letters are distributed in vowels and consonants to have this differentiation, right? Next, from letters we call the words, like Jamil is the word, the noun, the proper noun, right? Fazan is proper. Sajid, Kentire is the Kan is like the Chinese name. Realme and Sajid. Now these are names, or these are nouns. Now those nouns are called words in English, and those words are made of letters. Okay, those words convey a proper message, a meaning, right? Information. But what do you think? What are the words' position in the conversation? What to call them? Like from words, what next thing is going to be created? Yes? Don't you think the parts of speech? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And what is meant by parts of speech? Yes? Yes, Faizan. What are parts of speech? Tell me conceptual
Sir,
meaning. Yes?
sir, while talking, when we make the sentence,
Mm-hmm.
so we are using like parts of the speech, like noun. Now, noun is the name of a person, place, or thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like there is some verb, there is action on it, there is
Mm-hmm.
an adjective, there's some
Very good.
qualities
Very
on
good.
it.
So these are the parts, right? And speech. And in simple words, speech means communication, conversation. And the parts means the section. Now, we call it in Urdu, बातचीत के हिस्से. Now, the conversation parts, the conversation sections, actually those each words can be included in the parts, in the conversation sections, right? But let me ask this question from you. Is it important or must mandatory that A to Z, A to Z, whole dictionary must be included in parts of speech? All the words are not. Maybe some are not. Maybe some are yes. Yes. All the words are must be included in parts of speech or not? Is it mandatory?
I think no, sir.
Hmm. Yes, anyone else? Tizan, Jamil, Sajid. Who is from Realme? Who is from Realme? Okay. Yes. So the words are included. You can answer if you answer even wrong, that doesn't matter because this is EL2, second learning language, right? Not your own tongue. So it's fine. From mistakes we are going to learn, and from by giving a wrong answer, if it would be corrected, it would be forever corrected, right? So parts of speech, all the words A to Z, the whole alphabets, all the words that start from A to are must be going to be the parts of speech because they are the parts, they are the sections of conversation, right? Now, if we talk like even the A and D, these are articles, so they are also included in parts of speech. Yes, who would like to tell me in which part we can include these? Yes, in which part we can include these? Yes, anyone, please. Parts of speech A and D are included. What is the function of A and D? What is the function of articles in a sentence? These are articles in front of you. Just look at the second statement. Articles are words that define a noun as specific or unspecific. Like if I say the mobile phone, now it means the specific one. But if I say a mobile phone, now a mobile phone means unspecific one. And if I say I met a doctor, it means any doctor. But if I say I met the doctor, so it means the specific one which is known to you, right? Which is known to a listener. This is like little bit different, short, but this is what I want to convey here. A and D role is to specify the noun, whether the noun is particular or it is ordinary, the general one or the specific one, right? The specification is going to be discussed by article A and D. Another thing, singular, plural, and common, particular, but overall the specification, like it is going to tell us, or it is going to just show the measurement, the specification of a noun, and that's why we call it adjective. Why? In parts of speech, they come or they are included in the category of adjective. Because if I ask you what are adjectives in parts of speech, yes, what are adjectives? Hmm? Anyone?
Sir, adjectives are showing the quality of noun. If he
Very good.
that
Now, yeah, yeah, all right. Now, at here, if you focus on this A and D, they also show the quality of a noun. like whether this is the specific or unspecific, that is the plural or singular, right? Plural, then we use the, singular, then we use a, the common, particular, right? Like this. So the noun related information that is going to be provided by a and they, that's why they are called adjectives in parts of speech, right? So we knew the, or we reached the conclusion that all the words are included in parts of speech, right? Okay, guys, after discussing these whole parts, we would discuss each one by one. Like parts of speech contain 9 lectures. Sorry, seven to nine, and articles also 1 to 2 lectures like this. Now each part. After discussing the whole information, these are the actual our topics, the grammar basic topics, right? After this, we would also go through some, any, must, some, where to use, many, where to use some, where to use much, this, far, from, to, like this distribution so far. Those are also important. Okay, now from parts of speech, what else is going to be created in grammar? That is called phrase. What are phrases? Yes, what are phrases?
A small group of words is
Good,
called phrases.
good. That add some meaning to a sentence. Yes, yeah. For example, yes, Fezan.
Yes,
For example, yes, the on the table. If I say on the table, now on the table is a phrase that adds some meaning to a sentence, but alone it does not give a meaning. If I say on the table, so what? On the table, what? Right? But if I say the mobile phone is on the table, now the whole sentence and the half part that is adding some meaning to a sentence is called the phrase, right? And at here it is preposition phrase because of the major word on. If I say the mobile phone, now these two words, the mobile phone, are considered to be noun phrase, part of noun, because of the mobile phone. Mobile phone is at here a noun, and that is actually adjective that is representing phrase. Then it is having lectures, right? Like the noun phrase and preposition, all phrases are going to be discussed about. But overall, the phrases are the parts of a sentence that add some meaning to a sentence. Alone does not stand, but give, when they are added with the sentence part, the another phrase part, then they give us a proper meaning. After phrase, we have a clause. We have clauses, and in the clauses there are dependent and independent kinds. In those, then we have subcategories: adjective clause, they are also called relative adverbial clause and noun clause. Overall, in clauses, the dependent clause and independent clause, it would sometimes contain and convey full meaning, sometimes do not, right? Now, if I start any sentence with if or when, these are going to be dependent on another sentence. Like without another sentence, it would never convey a proper meaning. For instance, if I say, if you go there, so you think like what will happen. Now that what will happen kind of confusion when is going to be created in your mind, that time you are supposed to analyze this is dependent clause. What is dependent clause? This, if you go, if you went there, if you go there, right? Like these all sentences with starting with if or we, this when or although, though, because, right? Now they need another sentence to convey exact meaning, the complete meaning. That is called independent sentence, right? Independent clause or independent sentence. Like for instance, if you went there, you would get the best result, right? You'd reach on the conclusion. Now you'd reach on the conclusion is actually at here independent part that does not need the previous part, but this one dependent, if you went there, is the dependent. Why? Because this if, because of if, it needs another part to complete or to convey the proper meaning. Then we have sentence. In sentence, we have kinds, we have the structures, and kinds we have these affirmative sentences, interrogative, etc., optative and negative. And in structure, we have simple, compound, complex, and compound complex. And you must follow in paragraph writing only compound sentence. One of my student in IELTS, she got 8 overall, but in a writing section she got 7. and the other part she got good 8.5 like this. And in writing 7, the reason was she was always writing very lengthy sentences. I asked her many times, but she didn't leave it, right? And because of that she got 7. Otherwise her level was able to get 8 band even. Now if you write lengthier sentence, like start it from here and here and here and here, and just complete your sentence at here in the fourth line, in the third line, so this is very lengthier. Examiner would read it, but if examiner would reach to the full stop, before reaching the full stop he would forget like what I read so far in the previous line. Just write short sentences, that is called compound sentences, where you combine two sentences with one conjunction, that is fine. Not having like a much lengthier approach, like one conjunction, then second conjunction, third, fourth, and your sentence is like not going to be completed so far. Anyhow, after sentences we have tenses. Tense tells us about a time. And let me ask you a question, interesting question, a nice question. Yes, if I say how, yeah, sorry, 1 minute. Just 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 give me a minute, sorry. Yes, meanwhile, you guys can think about the tenses. What are the kinds? And one sentence I'm going to assign. There are three, sorry, kal do tarah ke hote hain. Translate it in English. Okay, guys. Sorry for the little bit inconvenience. Uh, okay. Oh my God. Just leave the about the messages. Actually, I just got an official call. All right. Here we are going to take a start again. Yes. 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 All right. Yes, I asked a question from you guys that kal do tarah ke hote hain. Just translate it into English. Yes.
There are two types of tomorrow.
Yes. There are two types of what?
Tomorrow,
No. Tomorrow only means coming day, and kal in Urdu means also the previous day. So in tomorrow, do you think like the previous day is also included? Hmm? Yes.
no sir.
So what would be the answer? Yes, Jamil. Would you like to mention Fizan? Kal do tarah ke hote hain. Yes. Kal do tarah ke
Sir,
hote hain.
this is very
Oh my God, how
difficult
it is difficult.
translation.
We are at the same position. Look. What is mean by tense? Yes. What is mean by tense?
Sir, actually, tense are talking about what are you? There are three types of tenses. They are talking about past, future,
Wow,
and present.
exactly. Now, if you even say tense is of two types. Tense means time, present and past. Yeah, future is the achievement related information tense, right? But our future related discussion that can be also included. But if you say to translate the statement, 1 minute again, to translate this statement, you can simply say tense is of two types, right? कल दो तरह के होते हैं. Just guys, give me 1 minute. Hello. I'm very sorry for the inconvenience. Actually, the call was for me. That's why I didn't wish like assistant should talk with that person. Okay. So yes, here we have the tenses. You said that tenses are of two times. Tense is of two times. If you say tense, then is, and if you say tense, is, then are. Right? That is subject verb agreement. Anyhow, after tenses, you have punctuation. Like you are just reaching, or you are just moving from alphabets to the paragraph writing. The moment, right? Now, it here, yeah, then there are a lot of discussion in the modal verb usage, like in a sense like where to use could and first form of verb after could, would, should, this, might, to, ought to. Then each topic is having a deep kind of discussion, right? Even this articles lecture contains around about, if I show you this articles uses of definite articles and definite articles, around about I think 21 or something, like these are the uses of articles. Yeah, 23 uses of articles. Then we would move to the omission of articles, X, and so on, right? So articles topic contain two lectures, maybe, or one lecture, or more than that. Yeah. So this is like, then we have punctuation. After punctuation, we have capitalization, where to use comma, where to use the capital alphabets at the initial. If I ask you a question, should we write the name of weeks, the starting letter capital or small, like Monday or Monday, in the mid of a sentence, if you are writing? Yes. Yes. Anyone? Yes. Should we write the names of a week with the capital letter?
Yes, sir. I think
Yes.
in capital letter. First letter is capital.
Or small? What? Yes, guys. Sajid, Tahir, Jamil.
Sir, I
Yes.
think M is capital.
Anyone? No idea? All right. Now, the names of weeks must be written always with capital letter. Always. Tuesday, Wednesday, Monday to Sunday, or Saturday to Monday, Sunday, right? Okay. Now, why? Because this small is to be considered incorrect according to capitalization rule. Same goes for uh, the names of months. They also must be written with capital letters, not with the small lowercase, right? They would also be considered incorrect if you would write with the lowercase. Next, we have after capitalization subject verb agreement. And this topic is very, very important. This one and this one for the speaking section. Many students make mistakes in these two topics in subject verb agreement and in the noun antecedent agreement. Subject verb actually in the sentence structure is subject verb object, and sometimes the verb does not agree with the subject, but student just write and use any kind of verb with the subject. That would be in most of the cases it would be not fine. Like with everyone, you must use singular a verb. Everyone is a subject, you must use singular verb. But sometimes students use everyone are, everyone is correct, but are is incorrect, right? No one in the class is, not are. Like with this is called subject verb. What verb must be used? With someone, no one, anyone, everybody, someone. And with police, people, with the group, team, class, what verb must be used, right? With the team members, what word? This is subject verb agreement. And then noun antecedent agreement, for what nouns and for what pronouns you are supposed to use what kind of another next pronoun. Like for instance, if you have used someone, and if someone go, if someone go to the market, then now representing that someone beg, while referring that with the pronoun, what we should use, they or he or she. This is called the noun antecedent agreement. Let me make it clear to you guys. If you use someone in a sentence, now referring back to someone, what pronoun you should use? That is he or she, right? If you use they for someone, that would be incorrect according to non-antecedent agreement. Then next we have conditional. Four kinds of conditionals are there, and which 0 to third conditionals are the kinds, and each conditions, whatever is the condition followed by the examiner, even in the IELTS exam or in any interview or by any the next speaker in front of you, you must follow the same condition when you are going to answer for that. And conditionals means to show condition, and those condition sentences start from if and when, having four kinds, right? This is important for the conversation purpose. Yeah. Next we have active to passive rules. Simple and active passive, you have to keep it in mind. All the sentences from present simple to future perfect continuous, all the sentences are active in nature. Like the simple structure of a sentence is called active, but when we focus on the object and use the object as a subject of a sentence, like for instance, he um, he has taken the class. He has taken the class. The class has been taken by him. Now, the class in the previous sentence is an object, the receiver of an action, right? In a sentence. But when you move the last word, the object, to the beginning and make it the doer of an action, the subject, this is called passive of the sentence, right? When you change, so there would be then this is also going to helpful for you in IELTS reading, even where the techniques should be followed so far while confusing your mind. To go through reading section, the question would be in passive, the paragraph would be in active, right? This is for the purpose of confusion, right? Same goes for active passive. You can face in the yeah, you can answer even in passive somewhere, and the communications, the speaking, right, and in writing as well. Then we have direct indirect narration, spanning correction, and paragraph writing. So this should be our all discussed so far in the grammar. If the session is ending, you are requested to join it for a few more minutes. If you have any query, then you are requested to join it for a few more minutes, right? Otherwise, from the first topic articles, we would start by tomorrow, not tomorrow, from Monday onwards, right? And the first topic would be where to use a and the, and where to not use a and the, right? Many students make mistake in writing by using